Have you ever landed on a website, stared at a product, and thought to yourself, I have absolutely no idea what this is for? It's a common experience in our modern world. A world filled with brilliant ideas, complex software, and innovative services. The problem is, sometimes these ideas are so new or so technical that a simple block of text or a static picture just can't do them justice. It's like trying to describe the color blue to someone who has never seen it. You can use a lot of words, but it's just not the same as pointing to the sky and saying, that is blue. This communication gap is a huge challenge for creators and customers alike. Think about it from a business perspective. Someone has poured their heart, soul, and savings into creating a revolutionary new gadget or a time-saving application. They know it can change lives or at least make someone's day a lot easier. But if they can't explain its value clearly and quickly, all that hard work might go unnoticed. Potential customers arrive, get confused, and click away in a matter of seconds. It's a moment of lost opportunity, a connection that was never made. This isn't because the product is bad or the customer isn't smart. It's simply a failure of communication. The message got stuck in translation between the creator's brain and the user's screen. This issue isn't limited to just brand new tech companies. Even established businesses face this hurdle when they launch a new feature or try to explain a complicated process, like how their insurance policy works or how to assemble a piece of furniture. Reading a dense, multi-page manual can feel like homework, and most of us have enough of that already. We live in a fast-paced world where our attention is a precious resource. If something takes too long to understand, we are biologically wired to move on to the next thing that can give us a quicker hit of information. The fundamental challenge is to bridge this gap between complexity and comprehension, and to do it in a way that is fast, engaging, and memorable. So what is the elegant solution to this communication conundrum? Consider this: the explainer video. It's a short, engaging, and wonderfully simple tool designed to do one thing exceptionally well. Explain a concept quickly and clearly. Think of it as your friendly neighborhood guide to understanding almost anything. An explainer video takes a complex idea, whether it's a new software application, a scientific principle, or a company's mission, and boils it down into a bite-sized, easily digestible visual story. It's not a long, boring lecture, it's a focused, high-impact presentation that respects your time and your intelligence. The true power of an explainer video lies in its unique combination of sight and sound. Our brains are hardwired to process visual information incredibly fast, much faster than text. When you pair those visuals with a clear, concise narration and maybe some background music, you create a multi-sensory learning experience. This method doesn't just present information, it helps you absorb it and, more importantly, remember it. It's the difference between reading a recipe and watching a chef prepare the dish right in front of you. The visual demonstration provides context and clarity that words alone often struggle to achieve, making the information stick. What makes these videos so special is their focus. A great explainer video doesn't try to tell you everything about a product. Instead, it zeroes in on the most critical information. It typically follows a classic problem-solution format. First, it introduces a relatable problem that the viewer might be experiencing. Then, it presents the product or service as the hero, the ultimate solution to that problem. To truly appreciate the power of explainer videos, let's look at some real-world examples. Imagine a software-as-a-service company that has developed a complex project management tool. A new user visiting their website might be overwhelmed by a long list of features and pricing tiers. Instead of forcing them to read, the company places a 90-second animated video right on the homepage. The video starts with a relatable character, an office worker named Jane, who is struggling to keep track of her team's tasks. It shows her frustration in a fun visual way. This simple setup immediately connects with anyone who has ever felt disorganized at work. The video then introduces the software as the solution. Through clean animations and on-screen text, it demonstrates how Jane can use the tool to assign tasks, track progress, and communicate with her team, all in one place. Let's consider another example, this time from the world of finance. A company offers a new type of investment account that is different from traditional options. Financial topics can be intimidating and filled with confusing jargon. To overcome this, the company creates an explainer video that uses simple metaphors and graphics. It might compare investing to planting a seed and watching it grow into a tree. The video can break down complex concepts like compound interest using simple visual aids, like a small pile of coins that magically multiplies over time. This approach demystifies the topic and makes it accessible to a much broader audience. These videos are not just for digital products. We've seen that in a world overflowing with information, clarity is king. The greatest challenge for any innovator or business is not just having a great idea, but being able to explain it effectively. When a message is confusing, potential customers get frustrated and move on, and a brilliant solution can fail to find its audience. This is a problem of communication, and it requires a modern, brain-friendly solution. First, explainer videos save time, for both the business and the customer. They condense what might take pages of text to explain into a short, engaging format that delivers the essential information in 90 seconds or less. Second, they make information incredibly easy to understand. By combining clear narration with compelling visuals, they cater to how our brains naturally learn, turning abstract concepts into concrete, memorable stories. This leads to higher retention. People are far more likely to remember what they see and hear in a video than what they skim in a block of text. Ultimately, explainer videos empower your audience. They transform a passive visitor into an informed and confident potential customer. By clearly showing how a product or service can solve their problem, you remove the guesswork and reduce the friction in their decision-making process. People feel smarter and more capable, which builds trust and goodwill toward your brand. This clarity and confidence are often the final push someone needs to take the next step, whether that's signing up for a trial, making a purchase, or contacting your team for more information. It's about creating that wonderful aha moment over and over again. Therefore, if you have an idea, a product, or a service that you believe in, don't let it get lost in translation. Don't hide its brilliance behind walls of text or confusing diagrams. Instead, consider the elegant power of an explainer video. Unlock its potential to tell your story in a way that is quick, clear, and captivating. Show the world not just what you've made, but why it matters. It's time to stop making people guess and start explaining with purpose. Your audience and your big idea will thank you for it. Now, what will you go on to explain? The possibilities are, as we say in science, virtually limitless.